Girl,
I gotta put the time on.
why I was going home to my shiitake mushroom.
Okay, you live.
What?
You live.
Really?
Yep, you live.
TV.
I said you live. Heads up, you live. Sometime today.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Expressed Opinion. Thank you so much for joining us. I am your girl, Lynn Roberts.
I'm that girl, DC. I'm that girl, Big Prime.
And Big C.
Big C's! So how's everyone doing tonight? How's everyone doing?
Go keep drinking.
I'm tired, Bob.
Yeah, I'm a little warm. I'm a little warm myself.
I'm tired, Bob.
It's been a good week. Everybody had a good week this week.
Oh,
Yeah. You know what? I'm claiming it's getting better.
Okay.
It's getting better.
Even though
It's getting better.
That's right. It's getting better.
And
It's getting better.
Oh, it's already got better.
There you go.
it's getting good with every sip.
You know,
Really, Cece?
Alcohol fixes everything.
we cutting yours off today.
Okay.
We cut him off today.
I mean, seriously,
Cause you had got us last week.
It fixes everything.
girl. You know what? I think it's the alcohol that brings that out of him.
Pass me your cup. You can only get a sip every 15 minutes.
Cause I think it is. But then again, no, I can't say that because beforehand it was still the same way and he hadn't had a drop.
Pull up, D.
It's in his diner.
We need
It's in his diner. It's just in it. It's in his diner.
Okay, ma'am.
Look, wait, hold up.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
She said nothing.
Man, we is all
Okay.
live.
No.
Okay,
Oh,
so
hold up. Can we get that Caesar disclaimer?
okay. The comments expressed on this show by Big C's are not those of the opinion of the rest of the Expressed Opinion cast.
And
So-
there's the crux. It's your opinion.
So
And
so
can
we just wanna let y'all know
Can we
that
get
ahead of time.
the dating disclaimer?
The date with disclaimer.
That too. Whatever that is.
Leave a message in
Uh-huh.
our inbox, and we will surely get back to you in regards to
With the quickness.
Lord.
Mr. Caesar.
Yeah, with the quickness. We will do it with the quickness.
You get back.
Please. Anywho.
Great available single black male.
Mhm.
It could be a quickie. It could be a one night stand.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, we
See,
wasn't trying
exactly. You trying to provoke him
You
now.
trying to make the man go.
Y'all trying to make it. Y'all trying to
Wholesome.
Okay, press.
I didn't say wholesome.
Oh.
Lord knows I didn't say wholesome.
Y'all trying to
I did
move
not
her.
say wholesome.
Y'all trying to move her from a hole to
You
hole.
are wholesome.
No, I never said wholesome.
Oh, okay.
Are you? What is it? Are you?
I like the wholesome.
You like to hold some.
No, he said
What's that?
hold
What's
some.
that?
Yeah.
What's that? What's
Oh, them two separate words.
Let me
Hold
hold
some.
Yeah. He holds some.
Hold
No,
some.
he trying to HOESOME.
There you go. That's what I said. He tried to hold some.
Wholesome.
Mm-hmm. That's what you're doing.
Well,
That is what you're doing. Okay, besides that though, everybody had a good week. Y'all know Super Bowl Sunday is coming up.
yeah.
The Eagles and the Chiefs
So can I just wear
And
a
the
shirt?
are going
cheerleaders.
at.
Y'all know I don't be watching no football. Why I can't just wear a shirt with all the teams on it?
You can't. Nobody told you you couldn't.
Yeah.
Who told you you couldn't?
Cause I only go to the people place for the chicken wings. That's all I be wanting. The chicken.
Oh, we're gonna have. We're doing lemon pepper wings. We're doing barbecue, and then we're doing ranch. We're gonna have three different styles of wings.
They say I be disrespectful.
Mm.
But
So
I just be trying to be nice
yeah, we'll be doing a Super Bowl party.
and talk trash.
So I know you're going to be here. I know everyone here is going to be here. So to partake in the first festivity.
He's talking funny.
He can talk funny all he wants to, long as he walking behind through that door.
Is that violent? I thought we were supposed to be.
There was nothing violent about that statement.
You had that talk like when your mama used to talk through her teeth.
Worse situation around now.
Mm.
I had plenty of them.
Well, look, then he knows. He already knows. All right, moving right along, we're gonna get into the headlines, and Lord have mercy, I just messed up my paperwork.
My back gonna be the same.
What?
Is what? Yes, so, yes,
Gotta
please.
keep the mic
Yes,
high.
don't, yes.
Girl, you know you used to.
Ooh,
Ooh,
good Lord, shot fired, shot fired.
No, I know it wasn't shots fired. I'm saying, who wouldn't want? I'm
Mic
saying,
right there.
mm.
Okay, see, you started.
would you hold on?
You
started.
started something.
Would you deny one?
You started
You
something.
started.
Would you deny one?
You started.
Would you deny one?
Deny what?
Deny the mic.
What, Mike?
What mic?
A nice mic. But mic sounds nice.
Check one.
Mic sounds nice, the mic sounds good.
All my,
Mic check,
all my
mic
mics
check,
below
mic
the
check.
line.
You know what we not gonna do, what we're not,
Headlines.
what we're not going to do is go out into Wrigley Field like we always do. We not doing that tonight. We're staying on course.
Yes,
We are
ma'am.
staying on course. All right, so,
You sure?
no, I'm not.
Okay.
But it sounded good when I said it
It
though.
sounds,
Straight on the
okay.
line.
It sounded good when I said it, so, you know.
Who wrote
I'm gonna be on my
Huh?
best
Who
behavior.
wrote it? Right.
Stand down and
Okay,
up.
Okay, so, as you all know, in the headlines this week, it's been several things happening in the headlines, but one of the, most disturbing headlines that came across, this week was the plot to destroy, the Baltimore electricity grids. It was like a racial ploy with two, white supremacists. And it was racially motivated. So I don't know if you all heard about that, but I mean, this was cray.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the story. Monday, the Justice Department thwarted a racially motivated terrorist attack in Baltimore, Maryland, and it was for the largest city and the economic center of that state, Baltimore, Maryland. Okay, now, what happened was the FBI believes that a Maryland woman and a Florida man teamed up to conspire to carry out attacks against the critical infrastructure, specifically the electrical substation, to push their neo-Nazi agenda and cause chaos in a predominantly black city. Because as you know, Baltimore is, I think, 61% black.
And also carries one of the highest concentration of wealthy blacks.
Mm-hmm, yep.
Mm.
So, yeah, so they released the announcement on Monday, and the U.S. Attorney and the, who did? Who did that right there? Anyway, carry on. Okay, so
You?
the Baltimore, I don't want airplane mode. Anyway,
Yeah.
so the FBI Baltimore field office, they filed a federal criminal complaint against, what?
Look to your right.
What?
What we looking at?
What we looking at?
DC.
Is this movie time?
What?
No, it isn't.
Oh, because, you know, the
See,
stress relief thing,
I am trying
stress
to do
relief?
my
the
story.
stress relief.
Eh.
Hell mercy.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Turn on the light.
It was movie time!
We got ghosts in here, y'all. We got ghosts.
Okay, hold up. So you wasn't about
I was all the way in there. I don't know which one of y'all brought it up in this house, but you better take it when you leave.
hold up.
I was here and wasn't doing anything.
It wasn't-
So last two come in,
It
we
was
need
Caesar.
some holy water.
It was Caesar.
It was a
We
movie.
need some
Okay,
oil.
look, I know one thing. I'm about to get there. I will leave in a heart. I will leave this house. I will leave everything in here
Let me
and be gone.
Let me go ahead and rebuke that demon right there.
That's right,
Okay,
I'm coming.
all right. So, anywho, what the child name? Sarah Beth. Now, see, this is a name. Sarah
We
Beth.
gotta talk about them people.
Yeah.
You got two first names, you know something wrong.
Wait a minute. No, Sarah Beth Clendaniel. That her name is Sarah Beth Clendaniel.
She was sleeping with cousins.
Right? Whoever birthed her.
Her name, yeah, that's her name. She's from Maryland, and then Brandon Clinton Russell, he's from Orlando, Florida. Now, these two are the two that got together to conspire to do this. And they, okay, so the two suspects were arrested last week, and on Monday was when the authorities revealed that they alleged to conspire to completely destroy the whole city by attacking the electric grids in the whole city. Now, the thought process for them was to start a race war.
Well, what they were going to do, they were thinking that with the power outage,
Mhm.
that black people would devolve down to being reckless in a reckless city, kind of like a California riot.
Yeah.
But she was in on it because she has a terminal
Yeah.
disease.
She has a kidney disease, terminal kidney disease.
So she figured, hey, let me do something big
Yeah.
before I go.
Yeah.
But we know how to survive without lights.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
the time.
You understand
We
that
know
black
how to
people survive?
cook. We'll pull out a
Son,
grill. We'll pull out a grill in a
bruh.
snowstorm.
But the thing about it
You will
is,
see a block party start up.
Don't think Luton wasn't gonna happen.
Block
And you
party
know
will
Luton-
start up.
but the thing about it was, oh boy, Brandon Russell, he was supposed to still be in jail for an earlier offense he was supposed to be serving 5 years. But they
I
let
saw
him
that.
out. But they let him out.
So who?
So they let him out and now he just got rearrested for this crap.
You can't, well, let me see.
They let him out. It was something they let him out for.
The federal government has, and those three-letter organizations have a history of allowing nefarious things to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like the church bombings that happened back, it was shown that the FBI sat outside
Wow.
and watched the entire plot take place.
Wow.
Same thing with MLK.
Right,
They
sat out and
recorded.
watched the whole plot unfold. They were there on the scene, could have stopped it.
Well, that goes back to those times. Who were really in the FBI? It wasn't a plethora of us.
Well, let me say this, I don't see much in my eyes, like they have turned over a new leaf.
Mm-mm.
I mean, look, let's start with the police department at the lower level and work our way up.
Mm-hmm.
They are there with less oversight. So, can they still do this? Yes. Will they find black people to help them?
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah. Yeah.
Because when we join these organizations, guess what you gotta do? Play
Okay.
nice and be part of the team.
Yeah.
Not only that, you have to take a, like, I didn't know until when you like get government jobs, you have to swear in like you're swearing into the military.
Well, you have to, yes, you have to protect and defend the Constitution and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But once you get in there, you will play ball, or they will get rid of you.
That part.
Yep. That's how they have spies in all these organizations. That's how they were able to infiltrate a lot of the black organizations that were out there because they would insert those spies in there. So.
We're not gonna start on that NAACP, but
You in time.
Fraternity, sorority, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't
Girl. Okay. Child, you said a word right there. You said a word. But yeah, so that was one of the things, one of the major headlines that was going on this week. And then another major headline that happened on Tuesday night, 38,388 points.
what about that points of what?
LeBron James.
Oh! I'm like, who? What point?
LeBron. LBJ. He is now the NBA's all-time highest scorer.
Did he get a new hairline?
Well, he's
No.
had several, so I don't know which one, he's going with.
Can you give?
Why y'all want that man be great?
Can
I mean-
can you give Kevin Durant one?
Oh, girl, he need a, I ain't gonna say he need a perm,
He do.
but he need a
Wow.
curl release.
Cause them things.
He need a curl release
Jordan when he
treatment.
retired.
They
Like,
tied up
he was
He was only in the NBA for 15 years. Brian has been there for 18.
They tied up like
He's
a
been in there for
sucker.
20, he's been in there since 18, he's 38 now, so he's been in there 20 years.
So he's still out, not perform, but he's been there longer than Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah. He he did that was Irvin's on there.
Now,
What?
well,
Say it.
y'all find out do you all really follow basketball?
I really don't care much about basketball.
I follow chicken wings.
There it is.
Do you really follow basketball?
There it
I
is.
follow it somewhat.
And Kevin
I
Durant.
really haven't followed it since Dr. J and
Kevin
Maurice
Durant,
Cheeks,
BB.
because those were my favorites.
My only thing, I might not follow the sports, but I'm always glad to hear when black people are doing
Yeah,
something big.
but I did look at the stats with Kareem and LeBron. I did look at those stats, and they were talking about Kareem was in the game for 20 years.
21.
And LeBron, well, they were going by the 20-year statistics.
Okay.
So It was Kareem 20 years, LeBron 20 years, and it was showing the time frame it took, how many games it took for LeBron to get to 38,388, and for Kareem to get to 38,387. And LeBron got there 150 games quicker
150
Wow.
than
games.
Kareem.
Son of
Yeah.
a-
So, and then he's not done yet, so ain't no telling
Well,
how far he's gonna go.
I'm just waiting for these brothers to get out, buy a team in whole,
Mm-hmm.
and dominate. But they will close the doors on you, because now you gotta understand,
So
the board,
somebody
the
was
board,
joining the general
Hey,
manager.
but you can get it out, you get, I
Who-
believe you
who's
get
he?
in the, in
NBA.
join. You can
he's
get
a
in
part
there,
owner, not a full owner.
but you can, I think they probably would do it faster than the
Yeah,
And
NBA.
that's what I said,
yeah.
a fully black-owned team.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Georgia's a part owner.
Well, you know, I don't know if they still are, but I know Serena Williams had,
The Dolphins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
it's a
they're
Dolphins.
part
They're
owners.
part of the Dolphins.
Yeah, they're part owners of Miami.
Good
Dolphins.
girls. That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
But
Buy the rest of it.
first of all, never mind.
I think it's, I don't know.
And Serena, if you lead a white boy.
If she did a what kind of boy?
If you lead a white boy,
White.
is he white?
Her husband is, yeah, he's of the Caucasian persuasion.
No,
yes.
I don't think he
No,
called.
He's not completely, I don't know,
He's
he's
Caucasian.
a foreigner, he's,
I
he
think
got a
he's
crazy last
His
name, I know
name is
that.
Maximilian, so he's not.
No, that's
You're
Eve's
not
husband,
familiar.
that's Eve's
I have a
husband,
question about this.
that's Eve's husband.
Okay.
If you are German, you're not white. If you are Italian and you know you have the complexion, are you not? Like, what constitutes Caucasian?
That's a good question.
See,
Because a lot of people say I'm not white, but
You
that,
got white privilege.
that is a, right, you still, the skin
You,
color
you,
different.
yeah.
I mean, I
So-
understand where they're coming from with that, because I'm not African American.
Mm-hmm.
but you black, I don't care where you go.
Yeah, but I'm black.
Yeah, so I say the same thing, you may not be white, but you white.
So you Caribbean black.
Caribbean black.
Yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
And he is,
He's South American black.
there you go,
American.
he's South
He's not
American,
really, he's
oh,
South
he's
American.
South
You
American
South,
black.
you South
So
American.
Serena's husband is,
He's something else.
he's something else
I
black.
don't know what
Because
his
you will meet
nationality
some
is.
white South Africans that
Mhm.
will say, do not call me white.
Yep.
They will not play with that. Don't
Yeah.
call me white. I am South African.
Well, you extremely
Now,
white.
this is what I said. No, we going on the color chart. I'm making you white. That's how you would have to do that. That's how you have to take
Hold on,
that
are we
out.
going on Tyler's color chart, or we going on the regular color chart? Because your child had a different chart.
Yes, I know.
What?
My daughter, when she was
I'm
young,
white. She said I was white.
because
What?
because she have a fair skin and I'm not gonna lie, like white kids really gravitated towards her, and she was like, I just knew
Mhm.
I was gonna have a white son-in-law.
Cedric,
I did.
Cedric is
Because
white.
for the longest,
She
that's
said
who
that
gravitated towards her, and that's who she gravitated toward.
Uh-huh,
So I was like, okay, all right.
uh-huh.
Alright, no
Uh-huh.
problem, no
Uh-huh.
problem. But, and because they were fair and she felt like she was closer to their complexion, that's what she was. And we didn't know what happened. She was riding with my mom, and my mom said, she told my mom, Gigi, you better not hit that white man. And he was fair skinned. He was of a lighter complexion. And so she was like, he's not white. And they went into a little discussion. Of course, now, when I say this, she had to be like maybe 4 years old.
Okay.
So she was like really young. And so she said, well, what color am I? My mom, talking to my mom asked her, and she's like, oh, you black.
Mhm.
My mom is white, she's white. Her nana is white.
Mhm.
Her uncle was black.
Mhm.
And she said she had to explain to her. But then she had to come to me because, whatever, that's my baby. Mom was low. So I was like, no, you're black.
Mhm. Mhm.
You're black, you're just of a lighter complexion.
Mhm.
And it was okay.
And every guy she dated,
Since, wait a minute. What you not gonna do?
I'm just saying.
What you not gonna do?
When my niece told
is
me
do
when
my child.
when my niece told me I was white, I was
Stop
like,
playing.
okay. Okay, yeah.
It just happens that she's dated like fair-skinned guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
Well, I'm just serious. It just happened like that.
Mm-hmm.
I told you.
We're not gonna talk about her.
Okay.
We're gonna let that go.
All
But y'all, cause see,
right.
I went mama mode quick, so we're gonna retreat.
She had me, so I know.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't get a kick
What
out
you
of
looking
it.
at me for? I ain't said nothing.
No, because we was talking about LeBron. I'm trying to find out how we got. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, to the. Oh, I asked the question. That's
Yes,
how we got.
yes, you
Now
did.
you know what constitutes. Okay, that's what it is.
Okay, so. this-
But another thing about LeBron, let's get back on that subject, because, you know, as he shot because he needed 36 points that night in order to break the record. So when he did finally reach the point where he got ready to shoot that 36 point, and he shot it, and everybody was like in awe, you know, everybody crowd went wild. Why did Unibrow just sit there?
Oh God. Why is his brow connected like that?
Unibrow.
Well, actually, that's a trademark now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
It's a
the
trademark.
trademark.
yeah,
It's
But-
not
That
right.
thing, that,
yeah, it'll grow back in a day. It'll grow back in a day.
It's
I'm
not
just saying.
attractive. It's like he penciled it in.
I like it.
But the thing about it was though, I was watching the game because I
It
stayed
took
up.
about 80 just to jump.
Yeah, Anthony Davis. Unibrow. I'm looking at the game and everybody out there, everybody's happy for this major accomplishment, because that is a major accomplishment for this man to sit up here and break a 38-year-old record.
Mhm.
Well, actually
A
39,
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, it was because they said it was gonna be a year, it was 39, because they said LeBron wasn't even born when Kareem got the record.
That's true.
So it was a 39-year record. It was a year off from being 40 years. So this man accomplished a major feat. Everybody's happy for him. He was like, this is a feat that I didn't even think I could accomplish. I never thought about it. I never imagined being able to do this. And AD over there like, you know.
Well, to be honest with you, no, there's nothing wrong.
And
Let me
then
tell
he
you
played
why.
like crap.
No,
Him and
no, no.
Westbrook played like crap the whole damn night.
You think they were trying to stop him?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just saying they were sorry that night.
In defense, what was he supposed to do?
I
Did he
mean-
have the job? You was just
No, I mean, he
Okay.
could at least smile, said, man, congratulations, dog.
How you know he didn't?
Because they had the camera on it.
the part that you saw.
Yeah,
But how you
but-
didn't know it didn't happen afterwards
Well,
or?
from what I saw when he went over there to the bench.
That's a conclusion.
No, I'm saying when he walked over there to the bench, and they showed all of his teammates over there congratulating him, he wasn't nowhere in sight.
Wow.
Him was downstairs.
Him
Him was downstairs.
Him
I
downstairs.
did looking good.
No. Him downstairs means something totally different.
I mean, but
We
he,
ain't gonna say him
but
downstairs.
I don't know when he went on break.
Him downstairs means something totally different.
He went on break. I
Maybe
don't know.
he checked out. I don't know. You say he wasn't having a good game. I don't know.
He sure wasn't, cause he was like, God, dog, dude, are you even here tonight?
Well, first of all, I'm surprised
He was
he's playing.
cold.
And he stayed hurt. He's fragile.
Fragile.
I mean, cause he get hurt. He get hurt a lot.
Maybe he needs some milk.
But you know,
Everybody need a little milk.
but you know, after the
That's
game,
not your end.
No.
That's not your end. No.
leave that alone.
Okay.
But you know, they
Fresh
ended
from
up, Westbrook ended up getting traded. They done traded him.
They traded what's his name too last night?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he going to the Suns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Durant? The
Yeah.
hell? What the hell?
Girl,
The B
What
that
y'all-
what y'all gonna, he need a texturizer. Leave him alone.
No, he need a
Leave him
do-rag.
alone.
Hair implants.
Let him touch you.
He need a do-rag.
What
Would
y'all-
you ever get a hair implant, see?
Right there, hearing what?
Yeah.
Okay, look at C's head. Do you know how much implanting would have to go on
Stop.
that head?
Well, now, I mean, they got nail with quick weaves. I mean, I don't know.
Will you get a quick weed?
Caesar be up here with a fro looking like the Conehead family.
Oh, Lord.
Hey,
Okay.
that fro be sitting on top of his head like that ponytail you got. You like, what the?
What it take? What it take?
Take like,
Right.
Okay.
take like.
She look like the German.
He like, what
You stupid.
the? Like, dude, did you put a fresh perm in?
Hey,
It's
Well,
slick.
well,
luxurious.
gonna move right on to what I thought you knew.
I don't even think we want
I'm scared. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Let's go, I'm ready, I'm ready to ride. Let's
Did
go.
you know
Mhm.
that 30% of guys out here are raising children and ain't dead? So in my humble opinion, it should be mandatory that you get DNA testing to make sure that's your baby.
I agree with that.
I
I agree.
Because there's a lot of guys out there finding out, and this was a statistic brought up by what I can't think of it, but it's a health organization that did this research and found out that 30%, that's a third. That means 1 out of 3 of y'all,
All you do is.
that ain't your baby.
But you know what, no, you know what? I don't see a problem with knowing for sure.
Sure,
Yeah, for sure.
exactly.
I don't think that it now, let me step back, because I know my thinking when I was pregnant, I was like, you bet not question me. Now, you just say, well, I'm doing it for legitimacy.
Mhm.
No problem. I don't have a doubt, and not a clue. But you have to understand his genes.
Because you signing the paperwork signing the birth certificate is not good enough. You have to have them legitimized, right?
Well, actually, no.
No matter.
Sign
If
the
you
birth
sign that birth
certificate
certificate,
is
legitimize
enough.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
stuff, okay.
Because I know a gay couple, 2 female couple, and one of the females signed the birth certificate, and she has
Child
almost
support.
as much right up as the father.
Well, not only that, the courts won't allow a child, what the courts consider a bastard. They will not allow a child to be deemed a bastard. So if you sign that and they say you are accepting responsibility for this, and the mother want to go behind you, if there's not the father there to step in and say, yes, this is my child,
So I'm a bastard?
Damn.
so. No.
But
I'm saying
and
you're going through. I'm talking. But in the state of Georgia, the mother has sole custody unless one, she's proven that she's an unfit mother. But if she's single and have a baby, you automatically get sole custody.
Okay, so I'm not a bastard. Okay.
But
That's
if you
not-
sign that birth certificate and you are not sure that you that baby daddy,
You want
and
child
then
support.
the DNA test comes back and you are for sure
And
not that baby daddy,
And there's some of y'all
guess what?
that not question. Because
You
the
gonna
child,
catch
the
hell.
child looking just like.
Wait a minute, you gonna catch hell and high water if you sign that birth certificate and you're not that child's father. You gonna catch hell and high water trying to get your name off of there.
But not only that, I'm wondering, because I'm not sure of how that works. I know it can get a little sticky, but I wonder if they sign and they go to court because she takes out child support and they prove that he's not the father, but he signed saying, I will take responsibility for this child, if they still won't make him pay.
Well,
No.
you're not signing anything saying you take
Okay,
responsibility.
wait a minute, hold
You
on. As a
signing
person that
a
used
birth
to work
certificate.
in child support,
Wait a minute, no.
I worked at the child support office.
Don't do it.
Actually, I was a case worker for child support.
They catch hell getting out of there.
Yes, if you sign that birth
That's
certificate,
what I'm saying.
That's a legal
The birth
document.
that is a legal document
right.
that you have signed, and you are saying that you are this child's father. However, if you go to court and get a DNA test and it comes back that you are not that child's father, they look at what is the best interest of that child. So therefore, even if you're not the best, even if you're not the child's father,
You should pay child support.
and you are better suited to be
To take care
to
of
take
that
care of
child.
that child, they gonna make you take care of that child, and you
And-
gonna get stuck with
But
that
not
child.
only that,
That's what I was getting at. It's like, there's no document that says, I'm taking responsibility.
Not
It's
unless
the
the
birth
father
certificate.
actually fight for it,
But
right?
in some states, if the woman can prove, you didn't have to sign the birth certificate. In some states, and there's a lot of litigation going on about this, if you stay in the home and you're paying for that child, and she can prove that you've been putting out money for him, you brought that baby into a lifestyle. And now you must continue.
and that's what I was getting ready to say. That is absolutely true. If you have been taking care of that child, she can actually go and take out child support if y'all break up.
You better sign that thing there for
I
that.
trust
Not only that, in one state, the lady, the mother, she just named the dude and they put the dude's name on
Right.
on the
That's all
birth
it took.
certificate.
Wow.
And
Right.
he
They
ended
can
up
do that.
and then he spent like over $35,000 going to court trying to get, because he's like, I am not this child, I did not, and why would you put my name on
He
it?
had to make it a media issue in order to get some sort of justice.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Right.
They were putting him in jail, he had lost his job.
Right.
Wow.
And a very good paying job.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and it can I guess it could get complicated, especially if you're married
Yeah.
and you do the test and you've been taking care of this child for 2 years and for whatever reason, God forbid, something happens to the child and the child needs blood or
Mhm.
whatever. Or they do a study in school, like
I know
watched on the
somebody
movie,
that actually happened.
and the
to.
blood came back that the mother, there was
No,
one thing that
I know
says the
somebody
mother.
in real life that happened
No,
to.
I'm just saying that
Yeah.
but the mother had one blood type, the dad had one blood type, and the child was totally different.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching the movie on
Yeah.
this, and so that's how the child looked. Oh, what's the lady? She was in North Carolina. She stole a baby.
Oh,
But she
yeah.
was real. That's how the little girl found out that her parents were not her parents. Is because when they did the blood test, her mom did blood type did not match. Was it the mom? The one she considered her mom and dad did not match.
Mhm.
So that's when she started asking questions and found out that she was the stolen child they were looking for years prior.
Like I watched a lot of like NCIS,
Mhm.
and the little boy, she,
I watched Paternity Court.
you so crazy.
Mhm.
She was showing, Gabby was, Abby was showing them how this certain machine works. So she said, well, he kept messing with her saying, where are your tattoos at? She said, well, come here, let me use you as a guinea pig. Took his fingerprints, and they said he was missing since
Wow.
birth.
Wow.
And then they had to do a DNA sample on him, and his parents wasn't his parents, they took him.
Wow.
You know one of the most interesting things I saw dealing with DNA? And it was a murder case, but I'm never getting a law, of course, but you're talking about DNA. You can absorb your twin
Mhm.
and become one person. There was a guy that was committing crimes, he was a doctor. If they took blood from his left arm versus his right arm, two total different people, two
Wow.
total different DNA. And that's when they found out he had absorbed his twin. It's called like a chimera or a chimera, something like that.
That's
It's
crazy.
right, it's the craziest thing I've heard of.
So two of y'all are actually walking around in the world.
Two of y'all ain't
So
one
they
person.
probably was in the same birth set.
Right,
Identical.
right.
Yeah.
Right,
They were
identical.
identical.
And one of them was dominant and absorbed his twin.
That was crazy.
The nutbag came
But I
out.
wish my child's father would sit up there and say, these ain't my kids. And be like, dude, really?
Well, see, it's
All
the
you gotta
difference
do
in
is
saying these are not done. Listen,
Mhm.
well, I know where mine was, and I know where yours was. Yours.
See, the,
So we could do. You better say we're doing it for legitimacy reasons,
Yeah.
and not to prove.
We were already married, but I'm just saying, unfortunately, I don't know. My kid, I couldn't have not one child look like me
Listen.
for nothing.
No,
don't go in there talking about grandma gonna look at this baby
they said,
and tell
they
you that
said
is
I look like my
not,
mama.
don't do that.
Till I
Get
said about my
DNA
daddy.
test.
Huh?
They said I look like my mama. Until I
No
said my
ma'am,
daddy.
no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ham, no Sam.
Whoever,
You your mama's child.
but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is, whoever I stand by, I end up starting look like my grandmama Clara.
That's
They'll have to
the-
show me.
the
They
family
got
gene strong.
Listen,
Yeah.
her mom.
Now my,
She's a
now my
younger
brothers,
version.
Well, I know I look like my, because every time I turn around, somebody, like in my family, girl, you look just like your mama.
But you know how,
And like when my mom passed away, she had this hat that she used to wear all the time. And when she passed away, I got that hat. And I put that hat on. And my sister looked at me, she said, girl, you gotta go take that hat off. She was like, you gotta
Wow.
go take that hat off.
no, my son at one time, I was doing something, he gave me this look, and I'm like, why is your mama looking at me?
Mm.
It was her exact mannerisms, everything. And she said the same thing, I'm like, he walked just like you, look at him.
And that's with my son, my oldest son, oh my God, he looked, like his hands, cause his dad got these ginormous hands. And my son got these same ginormous hands. And
I'll
it's,
put your son on blast.
well, he already know. They both know. Cause I was like, can I just have one child, just have something, anything?
Well, I will tell
They
you.
look like me. Everybody was like, girl,
I couldn't deny my daughter.
It was like he carried these kids.
My
You didn't even carry them.
That was my, he said my
You didn't even carry them.
My brother showed up, I was like, I'm getting a DNA test. My brother went, seriously? What did DNA? Bruh,
Like how?
bruh.
Like what?
You be this baby baby.
Who this baby?
Mm-hmm. That's just my baby daddy.
Who that is?
My baby daddy.
Who that is?
My baby daddy.
Who that is?
Stop that. That's just my baby daddy.
Why?
I'm mad. That's on top of the chops, right?
What? Yes,
I mean, we was jumping to
I mean, we was in the club tearing it down. Ain't got not one baby daddy.
My baby daddy.
We about to find one tonight.
my baby daddy.
Mm-mm.
They ain't really used to do it.
Okay.
They ain't really used to do it.
And the stuff we used to dance too.
Okay.
Bruh,
Who that is?
baby baby.
Mm-hmm. Boom, I got your girlfriend.
Wow.
Boyfriend. I got your
Girl.
man. Anyway, Carrie, you see how we did? Just, okay. we
Every
gonna-
Let's come with some instances.
But that was a good one.
Yeah, we ain't talking about movies at that time. You know, a few kids though.
Okay, we're gonna move right along. All right, because we've been going over here to our girl, Miss Prime, because she always has so many questions.
I do.
So what you got a question about?
So my
tonight, Prime?
question about this time, and my nieces and my nephews and my brothers think I'm wrong for this,
Mhm.
but I be like,
Uh-oh.
your brother is fine. You introduce? Hell no. Do you know what kind of bloodline that is? Do you
Wow.
know he would knock you down first day?
Damn.
Oh wow.
I wouldn't even turn
Mm.
I wouldn't even turn my enemies on to any of my brothers,
Wow.
Wow.
nephews,
My aunt had a saying.
nieces.
I am glad I am related to you because I would hate to have to deal with you.
Mm.
My thing is this. I was always told, you let somebody else pour their own poison.
Mhm.
You don't pour that liquor for them. Let them.
Yeah.
If you want them, you go talk to them. Because I'm not introducing them.
Right, trying to look at me crazy.
I like my ear in my tires. If I was outside and the blowing like a wind.
It's blowing.
Look, you the one put us together.
Mhm.
I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
You ran up on him on your own.
Right.
I had posted one of my brothers last year before last, and one of my friends, ooh, girl, to my he is fine. Ooh, girl, he'll knock you down.
Mm.
She might like fight you. No,
No.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't dare.
Get knocked down.
And then, but why? But why? I don't understand. My daddy got 20 something churn.
Oh god.
Oh wow, that's where they get it knocked down from.
Talk about a village. You got a whole damn city.
Them
Got
boys,
a football team.
them boys was swinging that PP from the free throw line. What make you?
Damn.
Mm.
Mm. LeBron.
Oh, man.
That's more like Sean Kim.
Get a fade away.
I mean, they be asking, but why? I don't
And then shake
understand.
it off like curry.
Okay.
I had to jump in something.
Yeah, do right.
Girl.
Oh god.
I would not dare.
Mm.
And then they be mad. Then my little, I had put the post on my Facebook page. Then my little nephew coming out, auntie. It's like that. I would
Wow.
definitely wouldn't
Don't blow
turn
spot.
somebody on you.
Oh, wow.
So, well, you know, I'm making my little thing for C's, but do y'all think hookup should be okay?
With certain people, if you know,
You don't know nobody
If you
in
know-
their private life.
no, but I'm
So
saying,
what
but
you see-
if you start to know their history, I know my brother in the bloodline.
Damn.
Mm.
They come from a pedigree.
Mm.
That pedigree is hope.
Oh wow.
Slut City. I'm sorry.
What is that? Can you restate that?
Oh,
What's the pedigree?
dig them down.
Dig him down. No.
I like,
Some people don't.
and they be seriously mad with me that I won't. But why? Okay, if I'm giving you the warning label,
Let them boys be great.
if I'm giving you that warning label,
Hey,
And
step
some-
away.
hey, look.
Let them, hey, listen.
Some people just wanna find out the hallway.
that's why I tell them, go talk to them.
It's called life.
I say, if you want to know fact,
I'm
be
dealing
greasy.
with it.
I say, if you want to know fact, be greasy, go ahead and holler at me on your own. But I didn't send you that way.
And don't look, and then the other, don't come back telling me nothing.
That part.
Right.
Because I don't want to hear it. You look, them your hemorrhoids, you deal with them.
Somebody, what that say about you? It don't say nothing about me because I could be the biggest horse of family. You'll never know.
Exactly.
What you think about women, bro?
You know what? This is the funny thing. I remember back in the day, well, anyway,
Well,
one of my radio rivals, she said, because I would always go, when I went out, I was always out by myself. I didn't travel with nobody and nothing. If I went to a function, I went by myself. I dip in, dip out, and all that kind of stuff. You know, stealth mode.
there it is.
That's the way it was. And dude, that's because we were doing a function together. He looked at me, he said, Lynn, let me ask you something. I said, what's up? He said, do you have people sign non-disclosure agreements?
Go ahead, that signature right there, before we get there.
I said, what are you talking about?
Non-disclosure agreements is very well much needed.
I said,
In some of
no.
these cases.
Yeah, but I was like, I said, what are you talking? He said, cause don't nobody know nothing about what you do. And that's the way it's gonna stay.
Keep your,
And that is the way it's gonna stay.
Look, no, this is what you give them. Once understood, don't have to be explained.
That
Thank you.
That
Run your mouth and see what happens.
I'm like smoking the bell, only you can prevent forest fires.
See, back in my 20s, if they would have caught me back in my, I was hell back then. I ain't gonna even lie. I remember we had Hushly. I remember we had, now this I'm gonna tell this, cause Dion was looking at me like, DC was looking at me like I was just so disrespectful. I said, what, D? She told me, I said, man, pull off. She told me,
Oh, what
the
else?
man
Yes,
right.
no, listen.
I said, man,
No,
pull off.
She's being very, no, you being very nice about it. She was nasty.
Mhm.
She was, listen, I mean, he was
You was-
expressing himself. No, listen, I got to create the
nasty.
scene. He was
Okay.
expressing himself. Now, we were together.
Mhm.
And he was expressing himself about how much he loved and cared about it. She got in the car, she's like, pull off. He trying to talk to her. I looked, and the boy was crying. Look, he wasn't crying.
Man,
He was
it
crying.
wasn't no real tears.
Stop
Pull
moving.
off.
She said,
You on mute. You on mute. We gonna mute. He was crying. Not crying.
Not
crying.
See, that wasn't no real tears.
Stop.
Pull off.
Did he have stop moves?
No.
Listen, he was like, man. She said, pull off. I had to duck down the seat. I had to pull off. That's what, you gonna do it like that? And guess what? That nigga party like a rock star. Same night.
Wow.
Jeez.
straight gangsta, huh?
Right?
See, back then I didn't have, let me see. Growth. We're gonna say growth.
Hey, growth.
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 Back then, I was my daddy's daughter.
Oh, so you had the hoism in you.
I didn't have the hoism, but I had the game.
Oh,
See,
okay.
back then,
I
I was
feel
like
you.
that.
I
I'm
feel
gonna
you.
be
I
honest.
get it.
I was
I
my
get
daddy's
it.
daughter. Because
understand.
I did not want to,
Pimp hard.
no,
Pimp hard.
I didn't want
Pimp
to,
hard.
She know that song.
Right. Right.
I didn't want to be tied down. I wanted to have my freedom. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
get it.
and too many
He's
people,
right on into mine.
but too many people tried to like,
Hold you down.
yeah, and I'm like,
Why you trying to put them chains
nah,
on?
I'm good on that end. We can be friends.
Oh man.
I'm not trying to put you in the friend zone, but we can be friends. Because I was always a believer that
She's
if
not
I
trying to put them in the friend zone, but yet they were
They could be
friends.
friends.
No, but my thing is, I was always this type of female. If I want to call you up for love, stop. I'm gonna call you up for love. If I don't want to, guess what? I'm not gonna call you.
Okay.
And I mean, that's just how I move.
Moved.
Move. Yeah. Let me put the ed on that. Past tense.
I thought you were trying to tell us something.
No, my maturity level is different.
So you college brown boys.
I
Hold on.
How different?
Yeah, how different?
Now, I can bring that chick I got on reserve back out now at any time. But I try to move different. I try to be more mature about things. I try to talk about things. Now, if you come at me left field, then yeah, I'm gonna come out my mouth all kind of ways. I will.
Okay. Consider that to be fair warned.
Mm-hmm.
You have been forewarned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know. So those are the questions that those are your
I
questions.
was gonna go back to my 600-pound life, but
I'm
Lord.
sorry, what?
Oh God.
Leave the big alone.
I'm just still trying to figure out how they got significant others.
Girl.
But I'm just, this man watched this girl. What part is she on a chair on the back porch? He lift her stomach and wash her with, not a shower, a garden hose.
Well, you know there's a big suffocation thing going on.
But she was like, I'm just
When
so
people try to,
embarrassed.
get
You ain't too damn embarrassed. You ain't trying to lose that weight.
right, you just wash like an elephant.
He said, baby,
Look, he just washed her and then brought her a damn
He gets it
entree.
on like,
he said,
hey.
baby, I got you.
Hold up, do we gotta get up under there and shave it too?
But you know what? Those are
What?
3 of the best words that you could ever hear from
Get
a
up under
man.
there and shave it?
That is not 3
Oh.
words.
He's trying really hard to keep on, because we gonna get through tonight without that.
We not fooling with you.
All right, go ahead. 3 of the
As
best
I
words.
was saying-
Baby, I have you.
No, I got you.
Oh,
To hear that from I got
But
you.
don't you think that makes a person codependent or
No, not necessarily. It
enabler?
just I'm not just speaking
Oh.
in I'm just speaking in general.
oh, in general, okay.
Okay.
I'm not hell no, I'm not talking about
Like to say.
in that. I'm just saying in general, to have your significant other tell you,
Yeah.
I got you.
Mhm.
Do you know how much release and relief that takes off of you when you hear those words and they actually mean it
And they actually do have
and they actually
So
do?
when you're face down there, like, baby, I got you!
Okay, we gonna move on to real talk with
Release.
Dion.
DC.
I mean DC, my bad.
You in time? Hey,
It's his fault. It's his fault.
It's the cup. It's the cup. Look at the cup. Look
It's,
at the cup.
it's his fault.
I have been with kids all day. Let me get this straight out.
Well, you got a big one over there.
I need you to get it
got a
together.
big one over there.
Should talk you.
Listen, I need you to get it together. I need you to focus
Okay.
and stay on task. See, I have to go back.
Okay.
I need you to focus and stay on task.
Did she take you back to elementary
Okay.
school?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Oh, okay. Moving on to real talk. What we got?
Okay, well, Prime was going there a little bit. So, this is something I wanted to talk about a little while ago.
Okay.
The common law marriage versus the traditional marriage.
Okay.
Should you, or do you think it is better to live together
Mm-hmm.
rather than live apart, get married, and then live together? Or do you believe with the way things are now, it's best to be in a relationship if it's healthy, maintain it the way it is, and if you all want to make like commitments to each other, you can do it legally. So like common law, like common law legally.
Okay.
So if we don't want to get married, but we're comfortable with our situation, but we want to make sure that any event something happens to one of us,
Chicken.
you are taken care of. Because I have created documentation that says, this is who this person is and this is what they get.
Mm-hmm.
In the event you don't want to get married.
So like an Oprah Stedman type thing.
Stop.
Possibly. Because look how they work, and then you have people who work together, who date for 10 years, get married, and
then
divorce in
in
2.
Yeah.
But the thing is with marriages, a lot of people, they're infatuated or in love
With
with
the
the
thought of
wedding.
getting married and the wedding
Yeah.
and all
No,
that.
that's not, no, it's people who actually been together and was like, okay, we're getting married, we're gonna get married, and they are both wanting to get married, they have had the relationship.
But you miss what
And
I'm
it's
saying.
nice.
They're in love with that part of it. They're
With that
not really
fantasy,
looking with that
utopia,
fantasy, but they're not looking at the fact that that first 5 years, that is work.
Well, hold on, no, I'm talking about people who are living together
Mm-hmm.
and decide to get married.
Yeah,
After they get married,
they end up.
a lot of, I'm not speaking for, I'm just saying ones that I've come across.
Mm-hmm.
Some, they divorce. And then you have ones that live together, don't get married, and have the best
Because
relationship. And now with the laws, you can do everything common law that you can do down when they're married.
But the thing about it is, common law is not, it's not legal. In a lot of
No.
states.
You got, let me tell you.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I mean, in some states, a common law marriage is not acknowledged.
What?
So it's like, so say for instance, I'm not sure about the state of Georgia if common law is acceptable in the state of Georgia.
But you don't have the protections.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah,
Here's the thing. Because of the LGBT,
Yeah,
community.
QRS, elemental P.
I heard it was an eye that somebody get involved. But go ahead.
I don't know. But I know because, they didn't acknowledge their marriage.
Uh-huh.
But they were partners. So
Mhm.
I know a lot of things changed and became like getting benefits and other
Uh-huh.
things. But they couldn't just say it was just for them, so they had to make it open to everybody.
Yeah.
So if you have a partner and y'all living together, you can put them on your benefits.
Mm.
So I mean, you're getting stuff they're entitled
Yeah.
that you're entitled to as living together or dating, or however you want to call it. Well, I'm guessing it's date. You have to be living together. But if it's working,
Mm.
do you and you get the proper documentation saying if something happens to me, power of attorney.
Yeah.
No, this is the person you go to. This is who's over my estate. Do you need to get married? Like, cause a lot of people are changing that now. Some people are getting married and they still keep their own place, but they are legally married.
I think it's just up to the individuals and
Yeah.
what they want to do.
No, I'm saying I'm asking y'all
Yeah,
how y'all
yeah.
get about it.
But me, myself, okay. When I got married, we actually lived together prior to getting, because I gotta see, how this gonna work. Needless to say, it didn't work. But I'm just,
Let me ask you.
but
So I'm gonna let you talk. Let me ask you this: when you were dating, y'all were living together.
mhm.
Did you see the same things once you got married, or did you just once you got married you started acknowledging the things that were happening prior to you getting married, and you just went ahead and did it anyway?
Well, I will say, because as you know, I've been married twice.
Mhm.
The first time I was young, I was like from 19, just turned 20 years old.
Mhm.
So with that one, it was like more of my mom telling me, "Oh, you even though I was grown on my own, had a full-time job, had an apartment, my own car, and my mom was like, "Oh no," because I being full disclosure, I don't give a shit now. I was pregnant, so. Yeah, because I was pregnant when I got married the first time. So my mom was like, "Oh, back then they was like,
Yeah.
oh, you gotta get married and all."
You gotta
So I'm like, "I don't know." But when I did get married, I did love my husband. Don't get me wrong, we did love each other, and I was pretty much spoiled. So I couldn't say that. But the other thing was he was hoe. I couldn't deal with the whole shit. So, but other than that, we were good. But now that was the only thing that.
Were those tendencies there prior to you getting married, and you just kind of like didn't?
No, they weren't. I can honestly say at that time they weren't. They were not, or I did not see them
Okay.
at that time. But later on, when stuff started really coming in, then that's when all of that stuff came to light. So I was like, oh hell no, no, I'm not going. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with the second one, it was like, okay, it was like you put on the representative was pretty much there.
Mhm.
And like you said, there were kind of sort of red flags. And I saw the red flags, but I was like, you push the red flags to the side, okay.
Yeah.
That's, you know, that's something I could probably deal with or whatever. Until we actually got married, got settled, and then other things started coming to light, and these were things like, okay, this is stuff.
Cause a lot of times we
I
kind
just
of
can't
Full disclosure
We
too,
put
everybody
something
in my
in
family has been married but me. So these are questions that I know you all can answer.
A lot of
Wow.
times, like my grandmother told me, and my grandmother, my great granny was blind. So she never saw his face before. She said, baby, she said a lot of times these flags are waving, but we're so blinded by what we assume is love that we ignore those flags waving. That's why I say people a lot of times are infatuated with being married or being with a person. It's like they don't understand the work that falls behind it,
Yes.
or what you will have to
Because
do.
marriage is work on a regular and daily basis. Marriage
Communication
is
is
work.
a huge thing, and people do not know how to communicate. They don't know how to fight fair.
Mhm.
They don't know how to talk to each other.
True.
So that breaks down the marriage itself. Because if you're not able to communicate with each other, you know what I'm saying? I had this thing, I never want to go, if me and this guy was dating, and our thing was, we never were gonna go to bed angry. We're gonna talk this out, so that when you lay down and I lay down, it's gonna be a different mindset.
You know what? I have to beg to differ on that. And the reason why I say that, because sometimes you gotta give each other time enough to cool
And see,
off.
I'm petty.
And see, that's why I say I can't, you know, because if I'm mad with you, I'm not just gonna be like, look, if I tell you I need to look, let me back up.
You know what Medea say? I gotta get you before you get me, because I gotta get you. That's
My
what my
thing
mind
is,
said.
people say don't go to bed angry. To me, that's bullshit. Because sometimes you gotta give yourself a little time. You gotta go to your neutral corner. I'm gonna go to my neutral corner, and we gonna come back when both of us have cooled off, and then we
But
can,
this the thing.
when cooler
We
heads
can't.
can prevail, and then we can come back
Lynn, we
and talk
petty.
about this.
That's why we can't, man. We petty.
Yeah, well, see,
We need some testosterone.
What happened?
On this.
Boy,
Would you get married? I mean, if you would, why? If you, what do you want? What does that look like? And if you don't, why not?
press pause. I want full
I've
disclosure.
married,
How many?
I've married one woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only woman I ever married, and I will ever marry. She's the
Mhm.
love of my life. And then you were done there. Nobody else can come in and fit the bill that she was.
So you
Okay,
never
so
get
why
married
y'all
again?
not together?
Long story.
No, I mean, so do you think you'd be okay with having a partner that you live with?
No.
So you don't want to live with anyone either.
Nope.
So
don't
you
wanna
would
get
you
married.
be fine with a relationship as long as you didn't live together and she wasn't looking for marriage. But y'all could date. Y'all could date exclusively, but you just know that I'm not getting married
Right.
and you have yours and I have mine.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But see, that's what I was saying. You know, it just depends on the individuals, on the couples. Me, myself, I mean, I would.
Would you live with someone before you get married to them again?
I would have to. I would have to.
By how long? Because like you say, your representative is there. How? And then because the reason why I'm asking is because I was having a conversation, and marriage to me is like, I wouldn't say it's I think of marriage like this. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's not. I wouldn't call it a holy grail, but in my mind, okay. In my mind, I'm like, okay, when I do it, if I do it, like, and I'm quite sure people do go into it like that. But I mean, I want
Go into
like,
that mindset.
yeah. If you've ever seen the vibe.
No, seriously.
hold on.
Go into it with that mindset. It is a real commitment. It's a life commitment.
Yes.
Go into it with that mindset, and you'll come out well. The other part is, people evolve.
Mhm.
So the person you met today, regardless if you live with them, you
Exactly.
didn't, there's gonna be an evolution.
Mhm.
Both of you. So you both will have to change together and keep learning
Each
this
other.
new
Yeah.
person
Yeah,
over
exactly.
and over again.
Because you're not the same person you was
Thank you.
20 or 30 years
30,
ago.
hell, you're the same person you was last
That's
week.
exactly. So
Something
therefore,
changed your mind.
y'all either grow together or you gonna grow apart.
Right.
So
Like
you
my
gotta
granny
make
said.
that decision. Okay, are we going this way or are we going that way?
Yeah, because my granny said, she been with my granddaddy over 50 years. She said, she said, it's not even humanly possible for you to know everything there is to know
Thank
about
you.
that other person.
Exactly.
They were constantly learning each other, constantly growing.
Mm-hmm.
And they were a funny little old couple.
Mm-hmm.
When I say funny, I mean funny. I used to call my granddaddy Pop Belly. Everybody called him Smurry. I said, hey, Pop Belly, what's going on? And he said, nothing, man, your granny about to eat us a little Sunday dinner.
Mm-hmm.
The energy you walk in with,
It's
energy you in with.
yeah.
So-
Exactly.
You're the right mindset for that.
Is traditional marriage necessary then?
It depends on the individual.
I
Yeah.
I'm just talking about just thought process for you. Is
I
traditional
like-
marriage?
I like
what the
marriage.
institution is.
Yes,
Okay.
that's me. I like.
I was the guy
institution.
that didn't believe in marriage. Something different happened when you're standing there in that altar and you're looking someone in the face and you're saying these words. They're
Mhm.
not words anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a
They're
huge
those are
commitment.
vows.
Right, that need to be taken. So, at the end, and I've known people who've gone through the infidelities,
Mhm.
the other things, and they fought for their marriage.
Mhm.
But
Because they believed their marriage was greater than what was going on in the rest of the world.
And
it
the
turned
other
out
thing-
working out.
Is with marriage, you have to have that bond with your partner. That
Yes.
look, all of these other people, all of these outside people, they can't come in between this. This right here, this gorilla glue.
Yeah.
This is we stuck like this.
Cause I've
We
learned
stuck.
over the year, a little, I mean, this is just for me, a little piece of sex on the side doesn't destroy us.
But the thing is, men cheat
Wait a
different.
minute, hold up.
Hold up, swallow up.
Whether it be on the female side, it doesn't destroy us. If I love you for 10 things, one thing go wrong, I throw the baby out with bathwater. If you went out and did something, I did something wrong. Because now you're seeking this elsewhere, is because I had a deficit somewhere. And guess what? I allowed somebody in the door.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You allow somebody to put some
So
water
to
on
fill-
that
yeah,
on
to
that
fill that
gorilla,
need.
yeah,
See,
to put
people
a wedge
don't-
in that
a
gorilla.
lot of
Yeah.
times cheating is a symptom. It's not a thing. So it may have been our communication broke down, and now you found somebody that can listen to you,
Mhm.
and now that ear turned into
Yeah.
It's different.
Now,
forms of cheating.
coming from
Right,
a man,
thank you.
I'm glad you
Emotional
Thank you.
cheating. When
Thank you.
women are emotional, so if
Right.
it's an emotional cheat, then that's an attachment.
Yeah.
So you don't think men can emotionally cheat?
yes.
It all
Yeah.
depends.
I think they can.
If
If a
your
man-
wife
if
is
they're-
not giving you that
If
time,
a man can sit on the phone and conversate with a woman,
thank you.
converse
Mhm.
with a woman, and he can converse with her more than he talks to his wife.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
That's
losing
better.
him.
Yeah.
You're losing him to talk.
Yeah. So that's where that communication between you and your partner comes in.
Right.
Y'all should check in with each other. I mean, you don't have to do it like every week or something, but at least like once every 3 months or so, baby, I'm checking in. I just want to know, how are we? Are we
You
doing
know,
I
I
have a
have my
question.
favorite couple.
Cause I was talking,
Zach, his name not Zach. What's the guy that's on Sisters? Yeah, his name
No.
is Zach on Sisters. Him and his wife, they are they're
is that the one who got the baby on the way, has the baby on the way?
They already had the baby.
Mhm.
Oh, you on the show?
Oh, y'all, we
Yeah.
running out of
Okay.
time. We going.
Oh,
Lord.
Lord.
We
I have
got.
one question, I have one
Okay.
question for Steve. And I want
Mhm.
when a guy is in a marriage and he checks out, meaning he started giving everything to, or giving attention outside, is there a possibility of reconnection inside?
There absolutely is, because that person you're with, you are very much committed to. He wants, so most time, when I'm going with most logical men, he probably tried over and over again to reconnect and it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So now they start going, okay, I'm gonna let this slip away. You keep letting it slip away, they're gonna start looking for somewhere else. Just think of it like food. You stop feeding your dog. What are you gonna start doing? Sniffing somewhere else.
So you mentally check out your marriage, what happens?
Then you'll start looking. It can be brought back. It can be brought back. You still love that person. The
But
love
are you
isn't
in
gone.
love with them?
That's the
No, I
thing.
think it's still there, but what it is, there's something that's a major deficit for you.
When you tell a person that you love them, but you're no longer in love with them, I always tell a dude.
No,
if
yeah,
you look-
absolutely.
That means that emotional
Right.
commitment right there is gone.
If
Yeah,
you
that's gone.
allow me to get you out my system,
Right.
that
That's
same
it.
way I did old dude, I can cut ties
Absolutely,
with nothing.
absolutely.
You're out of my system. It's not there.
That's me, cause once I'm gone,
Right.
that's it.
That's
I'm
absolutely
gone.
true.
Don't come calling me and nope, I'm good. Player.
But
Hey.
see, but that comes with life and experiences when you can know, okay, what's for you and what's not for you. Because the more you're in a relationship and the more you give some of yourself, you also have to learn about yourself.
Yeah.
And when you learn more about yourself, the dating pool becomes smaller and smaller and smaller
Right.
and smaller.
Right.
I told my husband.
Let me tell you.
I told my husband that. I said, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. I'm out. Oh, he about to cut up. Oh, God, he about to cut up.
And it's true. If you don't learn anything about yourself after being in a relationship where your heart was involved, then you get ready to
You
go
have
back
failed in
into
life.
Yeah.
another
You
situation.
literally failed in life.
That's why it's good for whenever you are in a relationship and that relationship ends, it's good for you to just take some time. Don't rush into another.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Take your time.
Exactly.
Step back, evaluate yourself along with your situation. Learn, okay, what did I do in this situation? What have I learned?
What I need
And
to
what
do
and
different.
what it did.
Sometimes even seek counseling.
Yeah.
Because it may be something in you that's not centered and is toxic. And you're gonna keep carrying that toxicity over to the next relationship. And then wonder, why didn't this work out?
That's like the bag lady. That's on
That's
the
exactly what
bag
it
lady.
is. That's exactly
You
what
told,
it
and
is. That
if
baggage.
you listen to
Everybody.
the lyrics, you told from you done left this relationship,
Right.
you still got a
And you
bag.
carry the
You get
bag.
to this one. You take the mess from that one, you got another bag.
Thank you.
All right, so we gotta move on because
Oh, sorry.
we
Listen, what happened when you don't allow me to go ahead and talk?
That was good. That
I be having some real talk.
Real talk.
I got another real talk too.
Oh
For next
Lord. Okay, well next week it's gonna be good. We may have to forego some. I might forego my headline. We'll see. Anyway, so with today's tip of the week, it is very, very, because we're dealing with hypocrisy and hypocrites. Okay? So with today's tip of the week, it says, what gives you the right? Let me get it right, because I'm gonna say it wrong. Okay. All right. It says, what gives you the right to hold someone accountable for standards you refuse to apply to yourself?
Well,
glass house.
right? Throwing rocks.
Glass houses.
Throwing rocks.
You know, the Temptations had a song called Glass House. If you live in
Okay,
a
all
glass
millennials just checked out.
Don't throw no stones. Anyway, all right, so that's it. That is the tip of the week. We are out of time. We want to thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode of Expressed Opinion. I am your girl, Lynn Roberts.
I'm that girl DC.
And I am Miss Pine.
In Big C.
Big C's. Remember, everyone is entitled to their opinion. Never be afraid to express yours. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next time. Smooches.
Now, where is the,
Good. Okay. Yeah. Don't nobody say that. Go. Because we still here, but we gonna fire the producer.
Excuse me. I didn't hear no song at the end.
Oh, we forgot the song, y'all.
You did out
Okay, but we come on in the room. I said, come on in the room.
and get back in.
Just hit that subscribe there in that corner. You can like, subscribe, and comment in the room. I said, come on in the room,
Well,
everybody. Come on in the room. Just hit that subscribe button right there in that corner. You can like, subscribe, and comment in the room. Okay, now we gone.